Hello and welcome. I'm Claire at the Fintech Times. We're here in London at the MoneyLive Summit 2023 and I'm joined this afternoon by Joshua Hughman from Creatio. Hello, how are you?
Hi, how are you doing? Very good, thank you.
Great. Before we start our discussion today, could you introduce yourself to our audience and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, so my name is Josh Hughman. I'm a sales director for Creatio across the UK and Ireland. Also a little bit across Europe and elsewhere.
Fantastic. So let's learn a little bit more about Creatio. What do you do and how do you help with workflows in banking?
Yeah, fantastic. So Creatio is a low-code application platform. So that's a fancy way of saying we are a set of tools that allows you to make any kind of software, any solution. That's the front-end UI, the business processes on the back end, the API integrations, all without needing developers to do anything. So it's all drag and drop, it's very easy, very quick, that means very cost effective, and really what we're able to do is any kind of use case that customers need. So starting from your first interactions with a customer, maybe marketing, through to customer onboarding, customer service, the KYC, AML, loan origination, everything in the middle, but all able to configure and customize using these low-code tools.
So how do you think no-code platforms can help speed up digital transformation?
Well, they are the perfect way to speed up digital transformation. So the traditional way of developing software is you speak to a large software partner, you spend 6 months telling them what you need, they spend a couple of years building it, you spend a lot of money and a lot of time to not really get very far. This evolved into the packaged application market, or kind of the SaaS model that people are used to now. You buy an off-the-shelf product, it almost does what you want, but it never quite does. You end up in this cycle again of lots of development, spending a lot of money, never quite getting the solution you need. Now what low-code allows you to do is get a product very quickly, and we mean live within weeks, whether it's a CRM, a KYC process, live very, very quickly, and then from there able to iterate, improve, add new applications and processes very frequently without the high cost, without the long time frames of doing it. And a lot of our customers are going live within weeks rather than months or years.
So could you tell me a bit more about those customers? Who are they? What kind of successful stories have you had so far?
So we work with a mixture of enterprise and mid-size customers. So working with the likes of Willis Towers Watson Insurance, OTP Bank, Raiffeisen Bank, and many, many more. And also for Creatio, not just in the FinServe space, but elsewhere as well. Across a variety of use cases. So an example for Willis Towers Watson, they were looking for a payments and billings platform. They wanted originally to find an off-the-shelf solution, assuming that would be the quickest and cheapest way to go. But after a lot of testing with Creatio, found that actually it was going to be quicker, more cost effective, and they'd get a more bespoke system they wanted using Creatio to build out that solution instead. So a lot of the times customers come to us with a very specific need. They feel like maybe there isn't a solution out there that can do it, and they'll find very quickly they can do it with Creatio.
So how do no-code solutions tackle security issues that's very prevalent in enterprise organizations?
Absolutely. So there's a few ways to think about the security. So with a platform like Creatio, we're cloud-based, we're SOC 2 certified, we've got ISOs 27001, all the rest. But within the platform itself, you have a lot of controls about who can access what data. So down to the very minute items in there, you can select who has access to what, who can change what, who can read what. And it's just a very quick, again, easy way of setting up these controls. And then with Creatio, because we are a single platform, so underneath everything it's a single database, it's not lots of different systems integrated and pulled together, it becomes much, much easier to decide who can do what with what data, and therefore it becomes much more secure rather than having to set lots of different rules across lots of different platforms. You can just manage it all in one place.
Obviously it all sounds very positive and lots of success stories, but what are the limitations currently in no-code, and I guess in the future how would you like to see it evolve?
Yes, so a really good question. So a lot of people assume there will be limitations in what you can do. So low code sounds great, maybe you can do some simple things with it, but that's where it ends. Perhaps 5 years ago that's what it was like, but what we're seeing now is that with the low code tools of Creatio, any kind of complex process can be managed. You can deliver, I have banks like OTP Bank that are doing lots of different processes, loan origination, customer onboarding, KYC, all built within the Creatio platform, no limitations to what they're doing. I think the real limitation I see with low code is just resistance to change. For a lot of businesses, they've got a lot of traditional systems already in place. They know how things are done now or used to be done. People get comfortable with that. Low code really is a big change. So the limitation is how open are people to this change and can they embrace it quick enough?
I think that's quite interesting because, like you say, I've heard a lot today, low code, codeless, or and I guess with the traditional coding approach as well, how does a company decide which way to go?
Well, it doesn't need to be one or the other. So what I would think is with Creatio, you have access to the code as well. So it's all C#, Python, without getting into technical, it just means it's easy to work with. A lot of developers often get concerned with the idea of low-code products because they think it's going to take away their work and replace them. Not at all. What it's going to mean is they can add a lot more value. So it's not about replacing them, it's about if you can do 5 times as much in the same time, all of a sudden you're a much more valuable resource. So we want developers, we want all the technology partners to embrace low code and just be able to achieve more and deliver more value to whatever business they're working with.
It's coming to the end of day 1 of MoneyLive Summit. How have you found the show so far?
Really, really good. I can honestly say it's one of the best conferences I've been to in a long time. A lot of good conversations, people very open to ideas and trying new things. So yes, would highly recommend to anyone who's thinking of coming next time.
What would you say is your highlight then of today?
This interview has been fantastic.
How can we not end it on
exactly,
that
there we
perfect
go.
note? We'll end it there. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you very much.